For more on the growing trends in the digital entertainment industry, I'm joined by James Sung. He's the CEO of blockchain gaming platform CWV.io. Talk to me about this, because I was walking around the streets of DC today. Everywhere you look, you saw folks dressed up as characters. This is huge, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's so much fun now. I mean, it used to be all about just video games, but now it's turned into an entire pop culture, and it's bringing along with it. It's becoming so influential, just this pop culture segment of anime, because it's touching upon video games, it's touching upon software, it's touching upon even, it's bringing the whole industry, the whole cell phone industry into it, it's bringing the whole hardware industry into it. And nowadays, in Washington, D.C., in China, China just had this China Joy festival in Shanghai, and it's bringing an entire ecosystem of players, of video game makers, of video game developers, and everyone's having so much fun.
James, talk to me about the arc of all of this, because you know, it starts out, people get dressed up, they're having fun, but now it's more than masks or costumes. It's a community, and it's a community that continues to flourish and grow, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been to so many of these, and everyone always has so much fun in these scenarios. You know, really, what it is, it's being influenced by all these shows around the world. E3, which just happened in Los Angeles, and it had about 70,000 people. China Joy just happened in Shanghai, and it had about 250,000 people. And you know, in Washington, D.C., I think it's a much smaller number, but it's nevertheless, it's influential. And what we've seen right now is, you know, everyone has so much fun playing video games, but there's a caveat. The video game industry right now is really facing a lot of backlash, and there's a lot of problems with developing quality games, and that's because there's a lot of cheating going on online. And what we've done with CWV is we've created a system on the blockchain to help make better video games, to help developers make better video games. Because, for example, I'll give you an example. Yongji was a very popular video game that's really helped create this whole pop culture with over 100 million users. And it was generating probably about $5 million in revenue a day. And this is where all the fans are coming from. I mean, they're buying costumes. They're trying to be like the players in the game. But because there was so much cheating going on in the game, it wasn't transparent where all the money was going. So blockchain now aims to solve this and to help create higher quality games for users, and so that we can all have better games to use in the future, and it'll help create a better ecosystem for cosplay, for anime.
You know, you were talking about the event in China. I know that coming up in October, I had the great fortune of interviewing Stan Lee a few years ago. There's going to be a Stan Lee Shanghai Comic Universe event. Talk to me about that, and where do you see all of this going long term? Well,
it used to be that comics, you know, and were all from overseas, from America, from Europe, from Japan, and a lot from Korea. But now we're really seeing a lot of, you know, China becoming really confident in developing their own art, in developing their own storylines. So instead of just copying, China is now creating so much of their own content, and it's you know, new players are coming along, like Tencent, like NetEase. These Chinese companies are really helping to drive the industry in terms of not just artwork but technology.
It's fascinating. James Sung, thanks so much for your insights. Really appreciate it.